And now on a very special segment of the Outsiders podcast, we are going to be discussing what we would do, our 5 quarterbacks, top 5 that we would start a franchise with. If we were going to start from scratch.
Prime,
yeah. We're doing it as if we were starting from scratch. These guys are all in their prime. Not necessarily who are the top 5 of all time. That's not what this is about. Right now, we are talking 5 that we would start a franchise with if we could have them in their primes. And let's get right underway. At number 5, we have Peyton Manning. The longtime Colt, 1 Super Bowl victory, multi-Pro Bowls, multi-MVPs. How can you not?
You got to like that you save money on an offensive coordinator when you bring in Peyton Manning. He's going to bring in his own offense, his own system, his own signals. So you got to love that about him.
And that's the reason why I think that he makes the list, because he's a coordinator on the field. He makes all the calls. He knows the system forward and backward.
He's going to have the work ethic. He's going to work hard. He's going to try and do everything he can to prepare for every single game like it's his last.
Oh, yeah, that, and he has amazing vision, arm strength, decision-making capabilities. Yeah, I think that Peyton Manning should definitely make this list. Number 4 is, number 4.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, the old gunslinger, the silver-haired fox is our number 4 player that we would start a franchise with. And know what? They can talk about the interceptions. They can talk about some of the poor decisions, but this guy was a player.
Give me the love of the game. That's Brett Favre, always running around, throwing his helmet off, his hands in the air, tackling his teammates after touchdowns. I mean, underhand tosses when he's falling down, anything to score a touchdown like it's backyard football. Gotta love it.
Got that Super Bowl early in his career, too, which helped. He got the one he played in 2. Probably could have played another with the Minnesota Vikings. He's a quarterback that went from he had played for 3 different teams at the end of his career, from Green Bay to New York to Minnesota. Had success in all facets. Not so much in New York. They went 9-7 his year there, but he wanted to be in Minnesota all along. So
that he did. He got stuffed to the Jets. He wanted to be with the Vikings. Later, he got his wish. But we'll always remember the days in Green Bay, the Lambeau Leap, him tackling his own teammates. I'll never forget that.
Oh, he's a fun-loving guy, and I'd love to get out and make a Wranglers commercial with him. Number 3, from the 1983 draft class, the infamous one, we have Dan Marino, number 13 for the Miami Dolphins. Of course, never won a Super Bowl, which could gain some criticism for us having him on our list. But has there ever been a more talented player at that position, just specific talent for the quarterback position?
Especially arm talent. He had great pocket presence. He wasn't very nimble, but he moved around, knew just where to be. And I don't know if there's anyone in NFL history that had a better arm than Dan Marino.
Had the NFL single-season touchdown mark for several years until Tom Brady broke that. I think Dan Marino was the greatest player to never win a Super Bowl. And so if I'm starting a franchise, I would definitely want a Marino at the helm.
And you got to look at the other teams like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Brett Favre. I mean, John Elway. They had better teams around them. I mean, Dan Marino didn't have much. He didn't have much in the defense or the running game when he was there. He had some decent receivers with Clayton and Duper, but not much in the tight end or the offensive line. They really rested it mostly on Dan Marino's shoulders, and, man, the guy's just an amazing passer.
And let's not forget, his appearance in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, certainly earns him a spot on our list.
Yes, because I was juggling that between Dan Marino and Warren Moon, because they're both probably the top 2 best passers just physically on their arm in NFL history. And I gave it to Dan Marino over Warren Moon because of his appearance in Ace Ventura.
Number 2, Tom Terrific. Tom Brady, the 3-time Super Bowl winner. Just not enough can be said about him. He was a 6th-round draft pick, not expected much when New England took him. He did not run a good 40 time at the Combine. He was thrown aside, and then he became one of the greatest of all time.
I remember when Drew Bledsoe went down to, I believe it was against the Jets, a Mo Lewis hit on the sideline. I was always a huge Drew Bledsoe fan, so I started out hating Tom Brady for stealing Drew Bledsoe's job. But boy, has he proved me wrong. I wanted Drew Bledsoe. I was like, Drew's better than this guy. He could get it done, throw him back in there. But no way. Tom Brady has proven us all wrong. Even the draft scouts, they took him in the 6th round. If they knew he was going to be so great, they would have taken him in the 1st round. So he's proven everybody wrong and just one of the best quarterbacks ever.
3 Super Bowls. He got one of them during his 2nd year, like you said, when he took over for Drew Bledsoe. Not enough can be said. I mean, this is a guy that's had He's the only player remaining on the New England Patriots team in 2013 than occurred in 2001 when they won that Super Bowl.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's the only one left. So, and the number one quarterback that we would start a franchise with, Joe Montana. Cool Joe.
Oh, I thought you were going Matt Blunden there for a second. I didn't know where he was going.
It's Cool Joe because 4 Super Bowls, resurrected a Niners franchise in the 80s, in the early 80s that wasn't very good. Was a later round draft pick, came in that Bill Walsh system into the West Coast offense and flourished. Had good players around him.
Had the Jerry Rice, had the John Taylor, but hey, 1993 comes to Kansas City, takes us to an AFC Championship game. I don't know what other quarterback could have done that with that offense and that team. I mean, we had a great defense, but as far as that offensive team, what quarterback could lead us to the AFC Championship? None other than Joe Montana.
Don't sleep on that because Montana, after a Hall of Fame career at 38 years old, goes to Kansas City, takes them to the AFC Championship game. They haven't won a playoff game since Joe Montana retired, so I think that's going to tell you something. He was just the best. He under pressure, there was no one better.
Some people might say Tom Brady, but I disagree. Joe Montana will always be the best to me until I see something out of this world. And Tom Brady's close to it, but not quite. That's why he's number 2. Joe Montana's number 1. Just like I say with Michael Jordan, no one's ever going to be better than Michael Jordan. No one's ever going to be better than Joe Montana at the quarterback position.
Well, we're ready to start our franchise. We got our quarterbacks. Let's go.